Today we're going to make two delicious sandwiches from the Dollar Tree. I'm Suzanne Ridgway. This is Let Us Eat. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make two delicious sandwiches from the Dollar Tree. The first is going to be a hot turkey sandwich with cheese and bell peppers and onions. The second is going to be equally delicious. It is going to be a smoked sausage and cheese slider sandwiches with peppers and onions. It is going to be yummy. It is going to be 5 ingredients or less. It is going to feed 4. If you are new here, thank you so much for dropping by and clicking on my link. I like to make Dollar Tree dinners. I like to make them fast and easy for the summertime. I like to do 5 ingredients or less to save you money. I want to give you more bang for your buck, and I want you to stretch that dollar further so you can get in and out of the kitchen faster with these Dollar Tree dinners. Let's look for my subscribe guy that just popped up. He's going to tell you to like this video, so go ahead and smash that like button. He is going to tell you to subscribe. The word that I'm pointing out down below, please click on it. Also, don't forget to tap that bell, and let's get cooking. And I'm going to show you everything that you need, and everything that you need to know will be in my description box below. From the Dollar Tree, to make both of these sandwiches, the first one, the hot turkey sandwich with cheese, you will need sliced bread, some of their oven roasted turkey breast from Bar S, mild cheddar cheese, and peppers and onions stir fry, a half of the bag. For the second sandwich, the smoked sausage sliders, you will need some of their rolls, a brick of their pepper jack cheese, 1 of their smoked sausages, and the other half of the pepper strips. Let's get cooking. We are going to use the Dutch oven once again to make these delicious sandwiches. I'm going to prep the Dutch oven. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, about half a tablespoon of oil, and then I'm going to put it to medium heat and let it cook slowly. I went ahead and sprinkled a teaspoon of salt. Now let's put a half a tablespoon of oil. Just kind of drizzle it once around. Then we're going to add a half a bag of the bell peppers and onion strips and let them cook until they are tender. I turned my top left front burner on in between 4 and 6, medium heat. And then you're going to reserve the other half of the bag for the sausage sliders. Let this cook until they're no longer frozen. Look at all those awesome bell peppers. Did you even know that Dollar Tree carried bell peppers in their frozen section? You want the onions to turn translucent and have a little bit of a caramelization. What I mean by that, they turn like a light brown and they're almost transparent. You can see through them. I'm going to let this cook a little more. So I'm going to cover up my Dutch oven. I reduced the heat down to 4. And I'm going to let them simmer a little more before we add the ham. In the meantime, I'm going to set up the bread. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I'll make a couple of sandwiches each so you can see what they look like. This one we're going to heat up the cheese in the oven with the bell peppers nice and hot so the cheese will melt in the oven. Open up the turkey. And place the turkey on each of the sandwich bread. 2 slices each. We're going to open the cheese. I like a lot of cheese on my sandwiches. I don't know about you. I don't like to grate this brick because it's so thin. I'm just going to cut it. That's why we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to cut it and use about 4 of the ounces of the cheese. Now we're going to take a look at the peppers and onions and see how they're doing. Pop them onto the sandwich and put them into the oven until the cheese is all melted. The onions and peppers are done, so I'm going to scoop some out and put them onto the sandwiches. Don't worry about anything left over because we're just going to dump the rest of the bell peppers and the smoked sausage into the same Dutch oven that we prepped for these turkey sandwiches. Look at that. Yum. I'm going to spray the top with some butter spray just so they toast up the bread. I popped the sandwiches into the oven and I'm going to put them in there for about 10 minutes until that cheese is melted and dripping down the side. Using the same bell peppers from the hot turkey sandwiches, dump the rest of the bag into the Dutch oven. You're going to add in another teaspoon of the fresh black cracked pepper. Give it a stir. It smells so good in this house. I tell you. I need to do a Dollar Tree cookbook. I'm going to talk to my husband about it. We just got to find a way to get it all printed. Everything I've been doing for the past 6 months with these awesome Dollar Tree dinners. These smoked sausages can be difficult to open. Just be careful. Normally I would cut them into nickel-sized pieces, but I'm going to cut them about a couple inches all the way through for both beef sausage. And give it a stir. And you're going to let this cook for about 5-10 minutes. So by the time the cheese is melted on those turkey sandwiches, the smoked sausage will be all done and we can prep the sliders to go into the oven. Let's give this a stir. Let's give this a stir. Then I'm going to cover my lid. That way it gets all hot and bubbly. I went ahead and I set up my rolls for the kielbasa cheesy sliders. And I did about that size for the pepper jack cheese on both of them. This will make 3 sandwiches with 1 brick of cheese. You grab 2 for the kielbasa cheesy sliders. For the turkey sandwiches, it made 2. So buy 2 packages of the turkey and 2 packages of the cheese. Now, the bell peppers, you only need 1 bag. Just split them up between the 2 and do what I did. Leave the extras in the Dutch oven and just add the rest for the second sandwich. Perfect for picky eaters, for children who don't like kielbasa but will eat turkey. Let's take a look. The cheese is starting to melt. It may need a couple more minutes. Let's let this finish out and add on if needed. Let's set up these sandwiches. And it's no biggie if you don't cook it all the way. John Rowe is fully cooked. And when you put it into the oven to melt the cheese, it'll cook for you. Look at that. That looks amazing. Tons of bell peppers. My family loves sausage and peppers, especially my husband. As soon as the oven's done, we will put these in so the cheese has time to melt. Let's see if the cheese is melted. I'm going to leave it in for about 2 more minutes. I went ahead and added the kielbasa cheesy sliders, and when the 2 minutes is done, I'll add in 8 more so the cheese will melt fully. Look at these awesome sandwiches. This is the hot sandwich with bell peppers and cheese. I'm going to put it on a plate. Here is what the hot turkey sandwich looks like. Look at that. Yum. And the bread toasted up perfectly. The cheese is completely melted, and I will put the sausage back on that slider. Let's take them out of the oven. Here's what they look like. They look absolutely amazing, and this all came from the Dollar Tree. I am so excited. That cheese melted nicely. Look at it. It's going to be delicious. Look at this amazing sandwich. Smoked sausage with cheese slider and bell peppers and onion. Oh my god. I cannot wait to dig in and try this. I had to let it cool down a little bit. We're going to try the turkey sandwich first. First up is the hot turkey sandwich. Look at that, with the cheese and bell peppers oozing out of it. This is going to be delicious. Let's give this a try. You can serve it with your favorite potato chip or french fry. Dollar Tree carries french fries and tater tots as well, and all kinds of chips. This hot turkey sandwich is the bomb. If you love sandwiches with the wheat bread toasted, it is perfect. Here is the smoked sausage cheesy slider. I cannot believe these are Dollar Tree sandwiches. Look at how awesome this is. I may have a little trouble picking it up so we can eat it, but let's test it out here. The bread crisped up really nicely, and the cheese melted nicely. The Dollar Tree peppers and onions are amazing. If you see them in the freezer department, grab them. This sandwich is incredible. You can serve it with one of their suddenly salads that they carry. You can serve it with, again, with your favorite chip or some french fries, or you can go lighter and pick up some lettuce at the supermarket and have a nice tossed salad with it. Try these 2 sandwiches out. I will make sure everything is in my description box below that you need to buy and how to make them. Thank you so much for dropping by and clicking on my link and checking me out. If you are new here, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and everyone's support every day for all the views, comments, and likes. I love bringing you the best of what the Dollar Tree has to offer, including Dollar Tree dinners. These sandwiches are awesome. It's quick and easy. Get you in and out of the kitchen for 5 ingredients or less. That is awesome. You can do it in your Dutch oven and a little bit in your oven just to toast up the bread, or if you have a toaster oven, even better. Let's look for my subscribe guide that should pop up on the bottom of my screen. He is directing you to like this video, so go ahead and smash it. Also, look for the subscribe word down below and click on it. And don't forget to smash that bell because YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. I'm going to go finish my sandwiches. I'm like Joey. I love sandwiches.